Hello, hello. Welcome to Power Up Friday. Doo-doo-doo-doo. This is a weekly session, usually for members on my website, today for everybody on YouTube. So thank you for joining me and yay for us. I'm happy you're here. This is our second attempt. We tried to do this video once before this morning and everybody couldn't hear me. This time you can hear me, and that is awesome. I'm so happy. So I've got lots for us to talk about today. I'll try and keep it short, and we'll integrate it with some guided affirmations. Yay, I'm happy you're here. Hi, my dears. I love you, I love you, I love you. Okay, are you ready? So if you're driving, please do not follow any of like the physical directions that I give. Okay? Just listen. That's it. Otherwise, sit up straight. Take two hands, bring them to your heart. Take a deep breath in your nose and up your chakras. Exhale and relax. Again, deep breath. I first want to remind you that you have a personal spiritual experience in your life. There is a personal, private, spiritual exchange going on inside of you that no one else is privy to. No one else could really understand this personal exchange you have going on between your inner self and you, between the part of you that interacts with the world and makes change, and the part of you that exists inside of you, your inner self and your outer self that behaves. Ideally, we want to align our behavior with the vibration of our inner self so that we can feel satisfied, so that we can feel happy in our life, so that we can feel like we are one within ourselves. Oftentimes, we will feel inspired or drawn to want to do something in our lives from within, from our inner self. And rather than just doing them, we go to others and we tell them our ideas. We go to them to validate our idea. We go to them with our idea and hoping that they will tell us to do it, that they will motivate us, that they will inspire us, that they will help us, maybe even. And sometimes they do, and sometimes they don't. And what I want to make sure you're aware of is that it doesn't matter if they don't support you. If there's something that you feel you are supposed to do with your life, I hope that the fact that you feel it's meant for you and you feel you're capable of doing it, that could be enough for you. If it's aligning you with wellness, and if it's for the good of all and the harm of none, then I hope you will not defer to the lack of support around you rather than just doing it for you. And something I was telling members a little earlier this rising was that, how do I want to word this for you? Thank you for your patience. Okay. I want you to start getting used to doing things for yourself. I want you to start to get used to doing things because you want to do them for you, and then telling people about it afterwards. Rather than needing external validation that what you are doing is the right thing for your life. Rather than first asking everyone else what they think about it and hearing all their opinions and then acting. I want you to consider acting first for you. I want you to first consider trying it. Because what everyone with their opinions can't see and can't sense is your true potential. Sometimes what we can see and what we can sense about our potential works against us because we really don't believe we can do something. We are capable. Whereas other times we have a dream, we have a goal, and we can feel how capable we are of manifesting it within ourselves. And so we feel the drive to get it done. You may have a nugget of energy inside of you that is enough to sustain you for 60 years in pursuing a dream. But maybe the people in your life couldn't even fathom that. So when you tell them about your dream, they try to unmotivate you away from that dream because they couldn't imagine how you could come up with the motivation and energy to pursue that when you already have the energy and the motivation. While they try and figure out how you could possibly do it, you already have the pathway inside of you in order to do it. Okay? I want you to think about that for a second. Give me 1 minute. Okay, I'm back. What I want everyone to start doing is I want everyone to start valuing their personal path, their own personal spiritual path. I want everyone to start being willing to value and see the importance, just the innate value that is your own personal spiritual path. Whatever it is that your inner self is driving you to do, whatever it is that you feel is that inner child dream, that however you choose to let that manifest, however you choose to pursue these dreams that are yours. This is very personal and almost private, okay? So I want you to treat that information as intimate information. You can't just share intimate information with just any party. You can't just share your social with every motherfucker that calls you and says that they are Amazon customer service. Because they could be a scammer. One of my friends got scammed like that. You can't just give intimate information to everybody because not everybody knows you intimately. Whereas there are some people in our life who have seen us. Some of us are blessed to have people in our life, rather, who have seen us fail and rise and fail and rise and always get back up and keep pursuing and keep trying. And those people who have seen us in those things, sometimes we're blessed to whereas they can say, oh, yeah, you're capable of anything. And usually it's those people in our lives who've seen what we have lived through, what we have sustained. And they will believe in us And they are intimate, safe people to share our dreams with, because we share them and they say, oh my God, that's fucking awesome. You are going to do that. And then every time they see you, they're like, so how's the mission? Whatever the fuck your mission is. And you get to tell them, well, one step closer. And you both go, yes, bitch. Cheers. And there's an element of celebration. And when someone can really hear about one of your wins or one of your things that you want to manifest, and they are able to provide a supportive energy and they don't take any energy away from you in that intimate exchange, then that's awesome. But oftentimes I see a lot of people in our collective sharing that intimate information that is their dreams with other people who, when they receive that intimate information, they don't really honor it. They don't really give any energy back in the energy exchange of you giving that intimate information. And so they kind of they take that energy away from you. You feel less motivated about it just based off of how, when they responded, they didn't give anything back in the intimate exchange, intimate energy exchange. And so when we start to treat these things that are important to us like intimate information, well, it starts to raise in value. It starts to raise in value. Okay? And that's why I'm advising this. That's why I'm offering this spiritual advice. It's so important for us to value our personal spiritual path. So important. So take a deep breath. Repeat after me. I have a personal, private, spiritual, human experience that only I am privy to. Sometimes my only witness is God, the universe, and myself. And I'm okay with that. I'm willing to acknowledge the innate value of my personal spiritual experience. And I move forward, allowing myself to manifest it without external influence. Unless it is needed. And so it is. Sometimes we need support. Sometimes we need help. But what you will find is it is from that inner personal energetic drive that is driving you to manifest something. It is in that you will feel the acknowledgement that you need to bring people in, or that you need to hire for help, or you need to ask for support, or whatever. However this expansion is required in order to bring your manifestation in, it's always going to come from that one drive. This is kind of feeling a lot like family businesses. This is feeling like some of you are starting family businesses. Like some of you have starter families. Like maybe you're like a first generation to, have a family or something. Something about you. You feel like, maybe you don't have a lot of family, or you're starting a new culture. Hello, my dear, come on in. You're starting some kind of new experience, new chapter with your personal family. Maybe you're starting a small business. This could end up becoming a huge family business, something that long after you're gone is continued by your kids or your friends or your mentees or whatever, wherever. We don't really know just how far out these small, personal, private dreams will have a positive impact on our bloodline. But that's why they feel so important. That's why it feels so integral, because it's quantum, it's destined, it's an energy that is driving you from beyond, but from within. There's no person that's going to validate that feeling for you, that's going to help you let that feeling any more real. No external person. You can have that feeling continue to feel real for you by doing things for yourself, by saying, I want to do this, it works for me, and it's not hurting anyone. It's building me towards my manifestation, aligning myself with well being. This feels like it's aligning myself with my high vibrational reality, like the life of my heartfelt dreams and desires. We're going to go towards that. I'm going to go towards that. I'm not going to ask society if they accept me first. No. I also want to give a message about popularity. There's a thing in the collective consciousness where people like to feel like one. And so a lot of times trends and things that come in fashion and popularity are things that people like to do because in a way they feel connected with each other. They feel connected to each other. It's a way that brings about a feeling of oneness and community. And I want you to know there are innate subconscious trends that also occur on a spiritual level in the collective that also, when tapped into, when humans are interacting with each other, when tapped into, create feelings of unity. So if you're interacting with other people in the world and it starts to feel safe, like you could maybe be a little more vulnerable about how you feel about whatever it is you guys are talking about, then I want you to not be afraid of showing parts of your spiritual self as the adult person that you are. Not being afraid to be authentic in environments where it feels very safe to be authentic. And what you will find is you may be interacting with soul family, with people who have the same things in common with you, people who think the same way as you. And it's so funny how when we disconnect from the need for external validation on our ideas and we just follow through with them, we find then that suddenly we start to align ourselves with people who naturally validate our ideas just because they have those things in common with us. Because what happened is we separated from our old reality, we upshifted, and now suddenly we're in a new reality with more like minded people. And that's not to say that you're not going to detach and then upshift again, but oftentimes when you're really in a high vibrating, in a, I don't want to say high vibrating like judgmental. So I'll say when you're really in a resonant reality that resonates with you, with people who resonate with you, usually you guys kind of upshift around the same time. So it's like one bloop, bloop, bloop. You're all staying in the same sphere because you all are upshifting. And it's only when you need to get out of like an environment that's really not contributing do you see where it's like you don't interact with any of the people anymore. But always, 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 we're always around people. There are always collectives that we're being guided towards. So if you're feeling like a little alone right now, know that like it's okay to self alienate if that separates you from energies that don't contribute to your growth. Because then as you grow into obviously interacting with other humans. So just be open to making new friends. Okay. Take a deep breath. Put your hands wherever, just be comfortable. Make sure your spine is erect and your head is on top of your shoulders, stacked right on top. Take a deep breath again. Repeat after me. As I move forward, I prioritize listening to my spirit. My intuition is one of my senses. Of course, I pay attention to it. My gut feeling is one of my senses. Of course, I listen to it. How I feel in my inner self in response to everything matters to me and for me only. And it is my sole responsibility to to make sure my inner self is having a good time. It is my sole responsibility to make sure my inner self is having a good time. How do you make sure your inner self is having a good time? By staying tapped into yourself. Make sure you're keeping on paying attention to how you're actually feeling, how you like things, and it's really not for anyone else to have to know. No one else really has to know. It's just a personal, private thing. It's for you. Just making moves, doing things, and making your quality of life better from the inside out. Naturally making life feel better from the inside out. And what you're going to find is a lot of these changes that you want made in your life right now are very tiny, nuanced things. Very little nuances. Okay? Little changes in your life are happening right now. Organizing your home, cleaning your car, organizing your files and finances, getting documents together, cleaning up whatever messes, switching old and new things out. We're really preparing a space for blossoming. We're preparing a space for this new energy that we're bringing in. Once you do not rely on the validation of others around you to say, hey, good job, you're doing great, and you're able to use that internal integrity as a compass of I'm in alignment with my integrity, and I'm moving forward in a way that feels like I'm honoring my inner self's experience. With that vibration moving you, life is very satisfying. Life is very satisfying. I want that satisfaction for you. I want that satisfaction for me. What we each feel drawn to do with our life force energy and create and manifest in our realities for ourselves in the present and for our futures, it's just so completely unique. And some people need to make bigger moves on breaking out of spaces before they can really feel like they are embarking into the new energy, where the rest of us have been breaking out for a while now. And this really feels like we're being propelled into the unknown. Either way, always remember your tether is here in your integrity. Your tether is here by consistently tapping into, am I even having a good time? Assess your approach. Assess what you're doing with all that power, because you've just got so much power over how everything turns out, just based on how you choose to tune the quality of your approach. And the best way to shift our approach in our profound manner, in a profound manner, is to allow ourselves to experience a shift in perspective. And a shift in perspective usually results in a shift in paradigm. And suddenly, all the outcomes of everything seem to change simply because you are approaching it as a different version of yourself. Because you shift your vibration by shifting your perspective, which shifts your approach. When you shift your vibration, you shift the vibration of the quality of your interaction by shifting your approach. So you therefore shift the version of reality that you're interacting with. And whatever quality of outcome that occurs is a direct response to whatever vibration you are directly giving, not where you once were, what you're giving in that moment. Quality of your intention influences your vibration. Your thoughts influence your vibration and your intentions, what you intend to do. Your feelings influence your vibration. What you say influences your vibration. What you think influences your vibration. What you do, what you decide on, all of these things influence our vibration. Sometimes we don't have control over all of them, but whatever, we have control over enough of them to be able to be grown-ups in every moment, working in alignment and towards the well-being of ourselves for the good of all and the harm of none. There is always a through line there. It's possible. I hope this session helps you and reminds you how possible that is for you. As you move forward, you can consistently assess, shift yourself, and watch how your world shifts around you, because you have allowed a paradigm shift to occur by first allowing yourself to experience a perspective shift. You will see the result of that perspective shift being your behavior and your approach to things changes profoundly, potentially. And in response to that profound change, it continues to ripple outward. So keep behaving in alignment with your integrity, which is in direct alignment with your spirit, which is in direct alignment with your soul purpose, which is in direct alignment with your heartfelt dreams and desires, which is in direct alignment with the love vibration, which is in direct alignment with your heart chakra, which is in direct alignment with the fifth dimension, which is in direct resonance with heaven on earth, which just happens to be the energy that is vibrating on the planet right now. It is bringing everybody up into their hearts and activating the love vibration and awakening their heartfelt dreams and desires within them, inspiring each and every person to create change in their lives so they can have their lives start to feel like heaven on earth, but from the inside out. You have the key codes to your own personal heaven on earth inside of you. You have to let yourself change. Change how you do things, change how you behave. And it's going to feel strangely natural, but the paradigm shift, it does feel a little sci-fi. And the whoom, that shift, whoa, it has a sci-fi element. Things tend to feel quite lighter. For other people, things do feel clearer and more grounded if they were kind of like out of body or like, disassociating, and all of a sudden they just decide to be present. Wait, things can feel very HD. Everyone's experience of this is going to be different. Just please promise me that you're going to prioritize that inner spiritual experience right now for yourself. Prioritize validating it for yourself. Do it and take action as your new self, and feel that delicious feedback inside of you and absorb it, and allow that to inspire you to keep making changes in alignment with your integrity and your spirit, however it keeps growing and evolving day by day, in alignment with your intelligence, with your discernment, with your intuition. All of these things are things that exist within you as your inner self. And before anyone else gets to know about it, you've got tons of systems here working as a grown-up here. This is an adult program. We've got tons of very efficient systems here. If you just let them do their thing and work together, you can make some awesome decisions. And again, if it's really a good idea to bring in a bunch of people to assist you, it will be a part of that inner drive. Otherwise, a lot of your manifestations can be approached first as from you as an individual. Maybe the full manifestation will eventually require others, but at this time, it's all about you. It's like you changing your poise, you changing your formula, your foundation. It's really changing your poise. I'm like seeing, I have this one oracle deck where it's the poised card, and it shows this woman posed, and there are these like little stars coming down like blessings, and she's posed perfectly so she catches them all. Bling! And that's how we are right now. It's like I was like this, but I'm slowly realizing I need to be like this, and giving yourself this moment now to just for yourself, change yourself for you and for well-being, and because it aligns you more with that love vibration for you, because it's going to make your life feel better, and just that. And guess what? The version of you that you're going to be on the other side of making these decisions and changes is going to feel better for everyone around you. There are some caveats to that. There is some fine print to that. So that is not a be-all, end-all generalization. This is for the most part. There are some, abusive relationships people might be in where the reverse happens. But again, that's, those are fringe experiences. I just know we're all going to be so different on the other side of this energy. And it's an exciting thing. It's an exciting thing, but the change doesn't happen overnight, so to speak. The information will come in inside of you overnight. You will wake up knowing more, but it's still kind of up to you to interact that change and to consciously change your behavior. And if you're willing to change your energy now before Aries season starts, then you will be able to utilize Aries season like a chariot card. You will be able to really find energies of success and victory right in the beginnings of Aries season as it approaches, as it begins, when it starts. For now, it's a flexible energy. The quality of your experience matters. Repeat after me. The quality of my inner experience matters. How I feel about my life is important to me. And it's my responsibility only to make sure I like these things. I have the power to align my life with a positive vibration that resonates with my inner self. I have the power to align my life with a positive vibration that resonates with my inner self. There are tons of vibrations that resonate with us, and they're edgy and they're fun and yay. But there is one vibration that feels like it lifts you up, but grounds you down and is clarifying. It's a love vibration. Okay? Love of vibration. And it's personal and it's private. And you're just going to be loving on your inner self and having this kind of inner experience and seeing change happen in your life. You know? It's going to be like, wow, oh my goodness, look at this. And people will start to notice. Let's be satisfied. Let's be satisfied by the personal and private parts of it, because I think that there's a lot of great feelings that are in store for us. We just have to be satisfied with it being personal, and maybe not everyone's seeing it. And if you're in the process of feeling joy about something and of celebrating something, don't rush to post about it on social media. First, embody all of the joy. Make sure you absorb all of the positive energy from an experience before you create anything on the internet where you share your joy with others, because sometimes you can end up giving it away. I'm not saying always. But first absorb it for yourself. If you earned it, absorb that. So that's our session. That is our session. Everybody, thank you for being here today. I'm keeping this on my channel, so yay for that. My channel is Love Steady Life. My website is lovesteadylife.com. I hope you will look into membership. This was a special session. I also have yesterday's session here on YouTube as well. Just temporary gifts for these two videos, and following through next week and moving forward, they will probably not be on here. Now, I love you all so much. I hope you keep taking care of yourselves. If my work resonates with you, please subscribe to me. Find me on Instagram at Love Steady Life and follow my work. I just published 3 new pieces on Instagram, all about paradigm shifts. So I hope it resonates. I hope you love it. And I love you so much. I'll see you again soon. Have a beautiful day. Have a beautiful weekend. And whenever you receive these light codes, these messages, I hope they help. I hope they inspire you. I hope they motivate you. And if they do not, then fuck them. Okay? Always, always, always defer to your soul and spirit first. If something doesn't resonate, don't force it. I love you. I'm going to end the stream now. Bye, my dears.